Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL STAR. Today I gonna discuss about the transfer strategy for Matchday 4. This means for round of 16 and there is unlimited transfer here in World Cup Fantasy. So you can transfer unlimited time a player before the Matchday 4 open. So before starting, if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel. Now let's start. In this video, I have divided Matchday 4 transfer into 5 categories. They are essential, differential, sell, hold and ignore. Essential are those kind of players who have very high ownership, and this type of player is essential for your team because they will give you a lot of points, and if you don't have them, they will hurt you. The differential category are the players who have very low ownership but they are very good in point gaining, and I think they will give a lot of points in near future. The sell category is the player you have but you need to sell this kind of player because they are not performing well. The hold category is the player are not performing well but I think they will rise their performance in round of 16, so you should hold this kind of player. And ignore category are the player you don't have this kind of player and you also don't need them. Now move on to our first essential player for Matchday 1 is Lionel Messi. He is the best player in the world and he is an Argentine superstar. In knockout match he will play against Australia, and in group stage he was the main man for Argentina. In 3 matches he scored 2 goals and provided 1 assist. Argentina won against Poland by 2-0, also won against Mexico, but they lost to Saudi Arabia. That's a shocking defeat. But if you look at Messi's performance in all 3 matches, he is playing very well. He is the main creative player for Argentina, also the main player to take penalties, so you should obviously go for him. And Argentina is one of the favorite in this World Cup, so that's why I think they will pass round of 16 and he is essential for your team. Now move on to the second essential player for Matchday 4 is Kylian Mbappe. He will play against Poland in round of 16. In group stage, France won 2 matches, and in last match they rotated their team because they already qualified for round of 16. And if you look at first 2 matches, Mbappe is the main player for France, and in 3 matches he got 3 goals and also got 1 assist. And if you look at his shot per 90 is 6.92, which is insane. So that's why I think you should obviously go for Kylian Mbappe, and if you don't have him then he will obviously hurt you. Now if you look at his goal ratio is 1.35, which is amazing. That's why I think he is essential. Now move on to the differential player, and first differential player for Matchday 4 is Memphis Depay. He is 8.5 million value and have a ownership of just 5.1%. Netherlands will play round of 16 against USA, and I think Depay in this match should start because he is now fit, and he will obviously start because it's a knockout match. And if Depay start, he is the main man for Netherlands and also the penalty taker, so he's a very nice one to have. In group stage he was injured but now he is fully fit, so obviously he is a very good differential option. Now move on to the second differential option for Matchday 4 is Sandro from Brazil. He is a left back for Brazil. In last match against Cameroon he doesn't start, but I think in round of 16 he will start because in last match Brazil rotated their team because they already qualified for round of 16. But in knockout match Sandro will start as a left back, and he's attacking left back, so I think he can give you some attacking return as well as the clean sheet. Brazil still don't concede any goal for in this World Cup, so they are a very good defensive side, so that's why you should obviously go for him, and he has a just ownership of 5.7%. Now move on to the sell category, and first player you should sell from your team is Foden. A lot of manager buying Foden, but there's no brainer because I don't think Foden will start in round of 16. He is not a Southgate favorite player, so that's why I don't think that Foden will start, and you don't need a player who are not starting in round of 16. They will play against Senegal, and I think that's a very critical match for England, but I think England should win this match. Foden is very attacking when he is playing, but I don't think he will start, so that's why you need to sell Foden. Now move on to the second sale player for Matchday 4 is Bergwijn, and he's 7 million, and I don't think he will start now because Depay is now fit, and when Bergwijn start he is not playing well, so that's why you should sell Bergwijn. And if you look at his goal ratio is 0 for a midfielder, which is very hard to be in your team, so you need to sell Bergwijn. Now move on to the hold category, and first hold player you should hold is Trippier. He is a right back for England, and in last match he was rotated because England already qualified, but in round of 16 he should start as a right back, and he will also take the set piece for England. In last match Rashford scored from free kick, but I don't think that in round of 16 Rashford will start, so that's why Trippier is a very nice option for free kick and corner, and he also very attacking player, and England is a very good side and World Cup favorite, so that's why you should go for him. Now move on to the second hold player you should hold is Rabiot. In last match he doesn't start for France because France already qualified, but if you look at his performance when he start, he scored 1 goal and provided 1 assist, and if you look at his shot per 90 is 3.03, just as 6.5 million midfielder. It's amazing. Also goal ratio is 0.77, and they will play against Poland, so I think there will be a high scoring match, and Rabiot is a very nice option to have, so you should hold him. Now the ignore category, first player you should ignore from your team is Cancelo. He is 6 million value, and Portugal qualified for round of 16 as a group champion, but their opponents still not decided because there is 2 matches now going on, Brazil against Cameroon and Switzerland against Serbia. As per now, the Switzerland is the second team in Group G, but I don't think that Cancelo is a very nice option because Portugal conceded 4 goals in the group stage, so they are not a very good defensive side, that means. And if you look at Cancelo's attacking return and attacking ability for Portugal is 0.00, which is not good for a 6 million defender, so you should ignore Cancelo for your team. Now move on to the second ignore player, and it's Neymar, and he was injured in group stage, so now I think in round of 16 he might start, but how fit he is now, it's the burning question, and that's why you should ignore Neymar. You can go for Richarlison from Brazil, obviously Vinicius there is, or Rafinha, so you need to ignore Neymar for just round of 16 because of injury concern, and that's why you should ignore him. That's all for today, and now I will summarize them all. In essential category there is Messi and Mbappe, and differential player is Depay and Sancho. Both have just 5% ownership and they will help you to get a good rank. The sale category is the player of Foden and Bergwijn, and you should hold Trippier, Rabiot. The player you should ignore is Cancelo and Neymar, and that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Happy fantasy, good luck for your team.